In today's session, how to sell anything in less than 20 minutes. When you're starting your business, learning how to sell is obviously a very important component. I'm going to be taking you through a one-to-one session that I did with one of my clients, a guy called Stefan. He's from Germany, all right? He's young, he's just started his coaching business. It's super powerful, all right? I'm working on getting these sessions like more concise. So forgive me, I know some of you are saying like it's a bit too long. Just, hey, look, here's the deal. All right, I'm just trying to give you loads of value. It's live time, so I'm actually working out his offer. All right, and at the end of the day, if you want to sell something in 20 minutes, you have to link to some emotion. All right, and so we link that to a situation, a real situation that he's going through right now in his life, right? With his mum is ill, and you're going to see how I talked him through that. And you know, when you get invited, if you want to be a coach, author, or an entrepreneur, like being in front of more people is how you get more people into your business. So speaking at live events is a great way to do it. A lot of people don't know how to do it properly, nor do they know how to link the offer correctly, nor do they even know how to sell properly. Let me tell you, I'm here to tell you, you can sell anything in less than 20 minutes if you know how. All right, that being said, let's go through this session. As always, subscribe to the channel. It's a pleasure having you, all right? Hit that subscribe button, all right? Comment below, let me know how you're enjoying this content, and I will see you on the other side. Hi, my name is Ed J.C. Smith, founder of the Champion Academy, where we bring out the champion inside of you so you can live life on your terms.
I do have a keynote on Sunday, and it's 20 minutes. And I'm wondering, how do you pitch in a keynote which is just 20 minutes? How and when?
All right, so how to pitch in a keynote when you've got 20 minutes.
Yeah, because then it's a quite cold audience and it's...
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if we are making a business session or...
We just want a live session.
maybe. Because I'm wondering, the thing is, I'm struggling to focus on business right now because my mother had a diagnosis on Monday, which is breast cancer, and I don't know how to deal with that as her son.
And so, how long has she been having that? Like, this is brand new information, or?
It's super brand new.
Okay. How are you feeling about it? How old is she?
She's 15.
15?
Yeah, right.
So 50.
50.
How's your dad?
I'm not sure if he knows already.
Okay.
They are divorced now.
One of those, again, like it shouldn't affect your business because like, and I know it's easy, like let's wrap that one up because it is one of those things in life, right? That we're going to have to face sooner or later, whether we want to or not. However, like there's always challenges, and I'm not saying that this isn't one that's obviously more impactful. I'm not for whatever, you know, I'm not saying that isn't it, you know, something that's at the cornerstone of your life. Business just continues going forward, right? Like it should just be like that's almost your, not escapism, but a vehicle to continually make a difference. And so never allow those things to stop what you're doing, right? You can still put more energy. Like this is why you put more energy into coaching people. This is how you put more energy into that pitch, because it's the real deal. Like my dad is going blind right now, you know, and you know, the other day he goes, you know, like he goes to me, you know, he's looking out the window and he's getting all upset because he can't see the plants, right? And I'm like, I'm looking at him, I'm like, oh, like you're killing me, yeah. Like, you know, he starts to cry, I'm starting to cry. It's like, shit. And what's the saddest is that there's beauty all around him. That's the story of his life. The story of his life is that he cannot appreciate his life, right? He just can't appreciate the beauty. And so at the core of it, it's like, it kind of doesn't matter that he's going blind. If you want the truth, you know, this is what I'm opening him up to, because he hasn't seen what's available. He's ungrateful, and he's starting to open up now and become more grateful because he's losing these things. And with cancer today, like standard, go and find the best treatment, you know, start juicing, start focusing on her mindset. You know, there's lots of stories about, you know, people healing their cancers. You know, there's loads of people today who have healed cancers. And so it's like getting the best, you know, equipment, getting the best, and starting to make these critical decisions. And, you know, this is the same with business. And so it's like, it makes it more real, and it makes you more real. And like, you need something to live beyond yourself, to focus beyond, you know, like beyond this situation. And that's your vehicle of impact.
That's right.
Which is coaching. And so therefore it's think of how you can tie it into, like when people ask me today, like, how do I create so much content, I just think of things in my life, and I just put them back into what I'm doing right now. And, you know, you bring that authenticity into, you know, what you're experiencing right now. If you can link, right, what, you know, let's go back to, you know, your life situation versus the pitch, right? You know, what you're dealing, the challenges that you're dealing with right now. If you can link this to you asked, how do you how do you pitch a keynote, right, in 20 minutes, is that you get super freaking real and authentic in a short period of time, right? Dealing with those challenges, you try and link these two together. All right, what's the content of the keynote, in terms of you being invited to speak at someone's group, or what's
it's a multi-speaker event, and
Lovely.
I'm talking about relations.
Well done.
Thank you.
Oh dear. I mean, this is a multi-speaker event, and you're talking about relationships.
Yeah. All started with you, man.
Yeah, man, you're killing it. Well done. You know, so you have a relationship program, and you need to link this. This is the truth of, like, you know, this is my core thing. You know, obviously, you know, most people today come to me for business, right? But like the core skill within, you know, I spent 10 years as a relationship therapist. I was doing sessions yesterday. They are so fulfilling and profound and real and authentic, and it's what life is truly about. No amount of money can make you happy if this area sucks, right? And so therefore, you know, like, you're linking this stuff, and of course with some practice, this is your first one. It's, you know, you're saying that, you know, the relationships in your life are the most important, right? And what's the context of the multi-speaker event? Like, what's the go-to about it? What's the title of the event?
It's the new generations. Oh God,
New
generations trainers. So there are multiple speakers, multiple trainers, and they are talking about their programs. And yeah, I think most of them are talking about business.
Yeah, amazing. How many people do you think will be there?
300.
Yeah. All right, so let's get clear.
I missed you, dude. Oh, thank you. Thank you for your energy.
This is so exciting. I mean, how proud is your mum gonna be, right? How cool is that? And you link that, if you can, you know, get that real emotion, and you cry at the end as well. Fucking hell. You're turning them on fire. So we need to get your offer sorted. What are you pitching?
So I'm talking about my one-day event, which is if you translate it in English, the relationship you deserve.
Interesting. I've heard of that.
Did you?
I've heard of that. It's a familiar sounding. Thank God I still own the URL on that relationship. You deserve. Thank God I've got my book coming on that.
Did
That's
you
all
save
good.
the German domain as well?
No, you go for it. One day event, relationship you deserve. So it's thinking about the outcome, and again, record it, and then just again, like the key to an offer is ideally, like sharing, like the three things that people, like, the three things that people fail to get. The way I sell relationship you deserve, for example, is there's if you remember, you've gone through the program, right? The 12 concepts, and I sell the first one saying people think you need these things, but I sell the last 12. I sell, if I remember rightly, I do 10, 11, and 12, right? However, those are the last things. That's in like to attract a new person, all right? To keep that person. And it's been a while since I looked at that offer. Attract, attain, attract, keep, and
acquire.
No, choose. Attract, keep, and choose is the last 12.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, we need to do all of these things. You don't have to have it like so much like that. Just it's simple. Try and think about like what's the challenges around that. If everyone's talking about business, I'd be going in like, look, business is great and all, and I'm sure that's really important. But at the end of the day, like everyone knows that relationships are the most important thing. Why? Because, and I think about, why don't you build the topic around like the 6 reasons that relationship is the most important area of your life? Like a key, like that. Do it around like, these are the 6 reasons why, and the relationship, or the 3, or whatever you want to do, because you're in 20 minutes. And then say, look, if you want the relationship you deserve, I actually do it in a one-day event, bang, and you've just taught some content why it's the best thing, and then bang, why is it better than having wealth, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's good.
And then there's no quick ways to this. Like as you practice more, you'll get better. What's the price point?
97, so 100.
Very good.
And I looked at your pitch at the breakthrough, so I'm adding 3 online courses.
Cool.
And I want 1-to-1 sessions, and I'm limiting it to 3 spots.
As like for a one-day course, an online training, and some time with you.
Right.
That's killer for 90, 100 £100, whatever. Yeah, that's no brainer, dude.
It is a no-brainer, yeah.
Be careful of overcooking it. Maybe not time with you.
Yeah, that's why I'm limiting it to 3 spots.
I still think it's like because you're going to sell off the back of that your one day. So I'd say just go with like a one-day course and an online training. That's it.
Okay.
It doesn't need it at that price point. One day at 97 with an online training, so that that's solid. Then off the back of that, a 6-week coaching program with yourself.
Yeah. The thought I'm having is, because there are 10 trainers who are pitching their offer at the day. So
10 in one day.
10 in one day. So I'm just
amazing.
Yeah, that's great for the audience. They're super pumped.
And just use all of that. Use like sit there and listen to what everyone else is saying. Some of my best multi-speaker, I pitched at the end of one for 3 at the last 3 days.
Okay.
And everyone, there was about 500 people in the audience. They were all there because they've been hooked for a bonus at the end, right? And they had sat through,
Mm.
I don't know, 6 on the first day, 8 on the second day, and like I was the last on the Sunday,
Mm.
and then you just be like, look, I know you think I've got a special offer and this and that, and you've heard this and this and this, and like here's the deal, I'm going to tell you, like, and you start pushing away. Look, trading's not going to work. But percent of you will be able to get it, probably the reality. And at the time it was, you know, like start your own passion-based business, but mindset fundamentally to get yourself in that first step. I'm not here to tell you that you're going to make £1 million in less than a minute, but I'm here to tell you that you can do something that you love with authenticity and integrity. And, you know, and then, you know, at the end of that, there was a guy called, he actually invented, you know, the stack offer.
Mm-hmm.
He's an internet marketer, and he was up before me. What's his name? He's like super famous in the internet space. Been around since like his 60s. Been around.
Mm-hmm.
He actually taught Dan Kennedy. I don't know if you know who Dan Kennedy. He's like the godfather of marketing. Died recently. But anyway, I used his stack obviously, and he closed 0, no one, and I closed about, you know, about 35 people.
Wow.
Where the audience had already been done. Do you know what I mean? And it's like so it's using all of that stuff.
Right.
And, you know, I literally everyone had a 90-minute pitch. We ran out of time, so I had half an hour. And I was like, look, this person had a great time. This person had a great time. I went through the slides, and I was like, I can't even play a testimonial. Like, it just, trust me, they had the best time ever. They had the best time ever. And people were laughing so much. They were like, and I was like, if you'd asked him, he would have said, you know what? It was the best event he's ever been to. Bang. And he's like, look, you know the deal now. You've seen it 10 times over. I'm going to be at the back of the room. I've literally got 0 time to make an offer. So here's what I'm going to do for the first people that want to come to the back at the offer. I will talk to you about a 4-day boot camp that we're running in London. I'll give you an online training, you know, that will do that. And that's it. Bang, go. So
Wow.
20 minutes is a super short period of time. And so just practice, just having fun and enjoy it, like practicing your content. The key is your content, dude. Right? So designing that around, you know, like what we were talking about the other day, like the PDF,
Mm.
right? If I had a 20-minute presentation to a business group today, I'd be like, I'd do something around like the 7 reasons you don't have enough clients.
So
It's like,
negative focused, right?
it's a negative driver, but it's
Yeah.
based on truth. Like number one being you're trying too many social media channels, and people are like, that's true.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
like
so they're left with like, shit, that's true. You know, so it's like, and obviously 20 minutes is not long enough to hit 7 in depth. So, you know, like you can say it's 7 and not do all of them, just do 3.
Yeah.
Say, look, we'll go deeper into this on a one day. That's always a great way. Here's the first 3. I'd love to share with you as much as I can. 3. There's the 3 reasons like your relationship has failed in the past. 3
Yeah.
reasons.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm doing is I'm telling a story of why some are mastering their relationship, and then should I go into the opposite, which is that 3 reasons why most of the people fail.
I think keep it simple, like just keep on 3 reasons why, all right,
Yeah.
and then give like a story about, you know, here's this principle number 1. What would you do for principle number 1? What's your
Why most people fail?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they focus on highlights, for example, not on the lowlights. Do you know what I mean? They focus on vacations and not the daily stuff.
Okay. All right. And so then now pad that principle out
Mm-hmm.
with an example of a client who came to you, took on your principle, and then as a
Mm-hmm.
result of that, and then that's it. All right. So they're like,
Ah,
oh,
okay. So all of the reasons I can use as a testimonial.
yeah.
Okay.
But build out like that pain period.
Mm-hmm.
So not like the more pain, like if I was to break that down by time, like 2, 3, 4 minutes about how bad these things can get. Like, so how I would go was like, look, the principle is focusing on the highlights and not the small lights, right? So most people think going into a relationship that you should be going, like it's about, having holidays together, right? But the
Or the
reality is
wedding, stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah, like, or having this big thing, or having the child,
Yeah.
and the reality is like, I'm not saying that a holiday isn't great, but everyone can have a great relationship on holiday. Who the hell hasn't gone on holiday and had a great relationship? But that's not real life, right? And sometimes we get, pushed into thinking that we have to have these big weddings or this or that, when it's actually like the core individual everyday habits that if you learn how to build them, all right, like a client that came to me, for example, Jan, right, she was having some tough problems with her relationship. They'd had this kind of idea about how it was going to be, and some kids came along, and 3, 5 years later they realized there's no passion left, etc. And they realized that actually they've got no habits of actually relating together. And it's those things that really matter, because after they finished with me, as a byproduct, not only were they more successful in their life, for example, Jan went out and actually started going through and following through on her passion, because she now understood Ian, who was her partner. Ian was able to support her, and because they had those patterns, those habits that we built together, not only did their relationship blossom, but they ended up doing the things that they really wanted to do. And like, you're all here coming for wealth, and that's great. But the thing is, at the end of the day, the biggest thing that's a hindrance to holding you back is your partner. All right, raise your hand if you came with someone that's holding you back. All right, probably don't raise your hand on that. However, have you
Yeah,
been held
amazing.
back by someone before in the past? You wanted to go this way and the other person wanted to go therefore. And so again, like at the end of the day, if you do not sort this relationship factor out, right? And what's the biggest loss in a business? Divorce. Why? 50% goes one way and 50 goes the other way. So you want wealth, you need to understand relationships. Relationships and business go hand in hand together. How you
Bam.
relate to someone it is going to be an influence, it's going to be a direct ability to relate on your skills, to impact on that other person, to how you carry yourself on a daily basis. Cool,
Oh
huh?
my God.
Let me do
Now
it for you. Come on.
I need to
I'll do it in
translate it
Germany.
now. And I'm the Google translator right next to you. Come over to Frankfurt. You will kill it.
Where is it? Where is it?
In Frankfurt.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. Great stuff, dude. Well done.
Thank you. Wow, that's good.
Let's leave that for here. Let's do the other half an hour.
Yeah.
So what you're going to do is write down your ideas.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now link your mum into it as well. And then when is the speech?
On Sunday.
When's Sunday? What day is today? Thursday?
It is
Thursday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Do you want a session on Saturday before, or is it too?
Oh wow. If that's okay for you, yeah, I would appreciate that.
I was going to do an hour, and so therefore I'm going to split you into a half an hour because I've got another call coming at 6:30. So
Mhm.
this is a good way. We split it up. You think about that thing, go over your ideas, and then we'll have a debrief, a pre-brief
Mhm.
on Hold on, what time? When Saturday? We can do Saturday. Is that okay for you? Saturday?
Well, the event is already running on Saturday, but
Friday?
I'm free anytime, so I can go out of the room anytime. And oh, wait a second. Yeah, it totally works. if you let me know when.
Is it possible for you to speak at the event? As in, like, what? Just get on your phone and we'll
Yeah,
go
yeah.
some.
Yeah, I can go out anytime. Mhm.
All right. So do some research on this dude. Get clear, and then just at the end of the day, just go for it. Which you're doing anyway. You know, like you can
Oh,
never.
yeah. Totally.
I'm just putting this in my diary.
Do you have a time you prefer on Saturday?
I've just sent to my VA, and she's going to go through just to double check. And
Mm-hmm.
it should be. I don't have my diary on me now, but
Yeah.
it'll fine. We'll sort it out Saturday morning or. Cool.
If we can sort out it on lunchtime, that would be great.
Is that better for you?
Mm-hmm.
What time is lunchtime? I have an appointment. I know that I've got one at 2:30.
Between 11 and
12? 11 and 12? Between then?
or between 10 and
That, yeah.
1. Yeah.
10 and, yeah, so let's
Something
go then.
between that.
10 and 10:30. Let's do that.
10 and 10:30. Okay.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bro. Make sure your mom goes and gets juicing and green stuff and all of that business, yeah?
Yeah, now's the time where she's doing some changes in her life, I hope.
Yeah. No, I hope. Make that bitch listen.
How to make her listen.
No, it's not hard to. It's not when you absolutely come down on them. That's now the time to come down on them, and I mean it, because that's when it really matters. Because the difference between survival and recovery is the internal dialogue of what they say.
Right.
So you have to drown that. You know, like you have to get stronger than their internal conflict. Yeah, be strong for them. You can do it, bro.
Doing my best.
Cool. All right, buddy.
Thank you, Ed.
You're welcome. Give him a hand. Stefan, ladies and gentlemen. Bro, I will see you on Saturday. Have a great one.
Yes, looking forward to that.
Much love. All right, bro.
Have a good one. Love you.
Love you more. See you soon. Okay?
Bye.